Coming up on this edition of Reel to Reel, Lubbock ISD's 8th graders are making their way to the ATC for a fun tour of our great campus.
It was really cool. I didn't know that they had so much to offer.
Have you ever had any hot chocolate with some friendly officers? Atkins students serve these nice cups of cocoa to our dedicated hometown heroes.
Oh, I didn't know it was going to be this big, but I'm excited.
And at Honey Elementary, students and staff celebrated 80s Day, as there's only 80 days left until graduation for the Bears.
Plus, we are back at school after a snow day. But is there more snow on the way? Henry has all the answers.
This is supposed to be a fort. Chairs, and then we made the entrances over there.
Did you see this? Monterey basketball standout Aaliyah Chavez broke another big record, while the Coronado Mustangs are finalists for a prestigious award.
And we are getting ready for our competitions. Caleb and Emma show off their new digital cinema production film.
All this and so much more coming up on our 20th edition of Reel to Reel.
This is Reel to Reel going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, welcome to our 20th edition of Reel to Reel. I'm Joshua Baca, a senior from Monterey High School.
And I'm Parker Haggard, a junior from Coronado. And as you've heard from Joshua, this is our 20th episode of Reel to Reel.
That's right. We have done unbelievable 20 broadcasts so far, and we plan to do 18 more.
Both our morning and afternoon classes have been working so hard putting on this show for all of you at home, and we're so excited to do so much more.
And kicking us off in this episode, Army recruiters visited here at the ATC to talk about the Army and all the opportunities and benefits of joining. They not only visited the ATC, but a lot of schools across the Lubbock Independent School District, traveling from Amarillo all the way to Odessa to provide information about all the jobs someone could potentially fill in our nation's great Army. And we thank them for their service.
So I'm an Army recruiter representing the Army, and I'm here just to talk to different students about just the different opportunities the Army has to offer. A lot of times when people think of the Army, they think about all the combat jobs, but the Army is so much more than just combat jobs. There's so much that we can do to help benefit students.
You know, you talk about outside combat jobs. Which one kind of is grabbing the students' attentions right now? Is there any of them that stick out?
A lot of medical positions, like any hospital, we have all those medical positions as well as law. That's also a thing that a lot of people are interested in. Some people are more want to be like a military police or kind of like FBI. So all those things that I have seen that a lot of people are interested in.
And keeping it here with the visitors coming to the ATC, did you know that every year students in 5th and 8th grade come and visit our campus? Well, those visits are happening right now. And these tours are so important for these students. And that's because it shows them the amazing opportunities we offer here at the ATC.
Come with the open mind, because like just closing yourself out and saying, oh, I already know what I want to do and I know that I'm not going to enjoy it, you're not going to be able to enjoy the tour that way.
Yeah.
It was really cool. I didn't know that they had so much to offer.
Right. Well, what kind of stands out for you?
I like broadcasting, because I like talking, and I think it's really cool how much cameras and stuff there are.
We love to see that we have a new student coming to our program next year with Nevaeh. Now to our middle school ranks, SLC students at Atkins served some of our hometown heroes this week. And it was perfect timing, and it was a perfect time too. On a super cold Wednesday morning, they served up some hot chocolate to our law enforcement, military, veterans, and first responders.
So we're doing our annual Hot Cocoa for Heroes. We invite first responders throughout the city and Lubbock ISD police as well to come interact with kids in a positive way. I feel like in our demographic, they often don't get to see the police in a positive situation, and it's better for them to have a moment like this where they're in their safe spot and they can ask all the questions they have.
Finally, something you're going to continue to do?
Absolutely, yeah. We've usually done it in December, and we moved it because we were hoping for better weather. It didn't really work out for us this year, but yeah, we're going to do it every year. It's just too great an experience for the kids.
And keeping at our middle school ranks, this week, McKenzie Middle School set up their students for success as they did some mock interviews. Take a look at this awesome footage from the interviews. Students had to do a one-on-one interview with someone about the job they wanted. It brought out all the nervous nerves of their students, but is helping them with their future.
Today we're doing an application for like what we want to be,
And for me, I picked the school counselor, and we like wrote what our past job was and why I want to be a counselor or whatever we picked. It was good. It was just like I was nervous, and then it was like a lot of questions, so like I was kind of nervous. Not really, but it went good for me.
How do you think you did? How do you think you did on that interview?
I think I did good. It's just eye contact. I don't know, when I make eye contact, I get nervous, and it's just, I don't know. I don't like looking at people for too long. So it was kind of weird.
And moving on over to Honey Elementary, students celebrated 80s Day as there are only 80 more days left until summer break. And as a senior, that makes me kind of nervous, but needless to say, this was a fun activity.
Keeping it at Honey, 5th grade students have been working on their poetry unit. Students chose their 8 favorite poems they have created and wrote them on a blank shirt. Today, they are wearing their shirts and working on a digital escape room to show their mastery of the subject.
We wrote multiple poems on our shirts, but the one that's my favorite is about how I found bugs. But sadly, whenever I washed my hair and I went to go try it on, I forgot that I used washable marker and it kind of smeared a bit, so you can't really read it all that well.
I kind of had the most fun, just walking through it and kind of answering the questions, getting it.
Hey Josh, going back to 80s Day, would you go and dress up for 80s Day?
I would, yes. And if anything, I would dress up as Beetlejuice.
Great choice. And still to come on this edition of Reel to Reel, we head on over to the Sports Connection with Jared Owens as he shows us everything we didn't know in the sporting world.
But first, we show off what makes our schools so special.
You won't want to miss that next on this milestone show, our 20th of the year, right here on Lubbock ISD TV.
Here at the ATC, our teachers are dedicated to keeping us students safe, no matter what it takes.
Hi, you got your badge? Come on, let's get your badge out. Come on. Stop! What are you doing? I just need to see your badge. Now, was that hard? Thank you.
Oh yeah, don't litter. It's bad for the environment.
Everyone has friends, but here at Lubbock ISD TV, some of us have a special connection.
Hi, Miss.
Hi, Miss. Jared and Parker have a bit of a sixth sense between each other.
My knee's really hurting. I need Jared.
Parker.
Parker, I'm coming. What?
That reminds me of the time we tried to separate them.
You guys just need some time apart.
Why'd they separate us?
I guess we learned our lesson.
Welcome back to Reel with hosts Parker Haggard and Joshua Baca. Sports with Jared Owens. Weather with Henry Stoser. And Trending Now with Dominic Martinez. Now back to the desk as we continue our 20th episode of Reel to Reel.
Welcome back to Reel to Reel. You know, Parker, right now we are involved in a lot of things. Getting our drone certification ready, getting ready for competitions, and telling great stories of our amazing schools.
That's right. And we start with one of our campuses that takes great pride in teaching their students Spanish. Let's take a look at Harwell Elementary.
Bienvenidos al Harwell. Aquí, dos maestras hablan inglés y español.
We live in such a global society. Learning two languages is so beneficial, not only cognitively, but also socially. We have a huge Ballet Folklorico dance group, and it's grown, I want to say, probably about 65 kids, and this is including 2nd through 5th grade. Do not forget where you come from, but also remember why you're here and what you can do. Learning two languages, learning two cultures, learning and being able to read in both languages.
Este ayuda a los estudiantes que tienen bien vida y un bien futuro.
I love how they did that in Spanish.
I did too. It's a unique way to tell the story.
I agree. And up next, we rush on over to our next school.
I see what you did there. It's the home of the Roadrunners, as Caleb Galbraith and Bella Christodoulou have more.
Located in northwest Lubbock at the intersection of 15th and Toledo Avenue, Rush Elementary School offers numerous innovative educational programs. Rush encourages parents to be involved in their children's lives by attending events throughout the school year.
Our PTA is phenomenal. They have gone above and beyond to do things for our campus and to get other parents involved. They decorate for our Christmas lunches, our Thanksgiving lunches. Our fall festival was phenomenal. Getting people out here to just volunteer. I think that parents are enjoying that, and I think parents are loving that they get to come into school and be with their students. They get to come and eat lunch with them. Anything that we can do to get parents in our doors so that they see what we are doing here at Rush, it just spreads the word to the community that it's a great place to be at. It makes a huge difference when they know that they're sending their kids to school and we're going to love them no matter what.
Great work, crew. And sadly, those are the last two videos from our tour across the Hub City, shining a spotlight on our amazing schools.
That's all right. You know why?
Why is that, Joshua?
Because I know we're going to do it again soon. I already know.
That is so true. And on a much different note, let's turn to the students' favorite part of the show, as we send it over to Dom, who's standing on.
Thanks so much, Joshua and Parker. I'm Dominic Martinez, and I'm here to tell you what's trending now. One animal shelter isn't trying to sugarcoat it. Description of a fire-breathing demon dog that is up for adoption.
I was going to just be brutally honest.
You're doing, Ralph.
What would be the perfect home for Ralphie?
Well, with the Mother of Dragons, of course.
If you are a cheese lover, this could be your dream job. Sleep Science, a review platform, is looking for what's called Dairy Dreamers. They are willing to pay $1,000 for people to eat cheese before bed over the course of 3 months. A mystery of missing munchies was solved by police in Michigan, and it turns out it was an inside job. A Wyandotte police officer was preparing to enjoy his lunch break when he stepped away, leaving his sandwich unattended. It was in. The department says that 11-year-old veteran canine cop, Ice, pulled off an ice-cold crime, snatching and snacking on the officer's lunch. The department later posted a mugshot of Ice saying he invoked the fifth. In the music scene, Justin Bieber has sold the publishing rights to his catalog of music for a record amount. According to Rolling Stones, the reported value of the deal with Hypnosis Songs Capital is about $200 million. Country music star Chris Stapleton is handing over his CMA Vocalist of the Year crown and putting on another, the Super Bowl Performer one. The NFL just announced he'll be belting out the Star-Spangled Banner for the biggest night in football. And it's time for us to panic. The pop rock band Panic at the Disco is breaking up after 19 years. On Tuesday, lead singer Brendan Urie, the band's only remaining original member, announced on social media the band's final show will be on March 10th in Manchester, England.
I'm ready to fly.
Tomorrow, all of America will be talking about Elvis Presley.
To the movie scene. If you missed Elvis when it played in theaters last summer, you can see the King on the big screen again, starting this week. And Disney has announced Avatar: The Way of Water has surpassed the $2 billion mark at the worldwide box office. Combined with the original Avatar and Titanic, this makes James Cameron the only director to helm 3 movies in the $2 billion club. And that's what's trending now. I'll send it to the guys back at the desk.
Thanks, Dom. Hey, go ahead and sign me up to be a dairy dreamer. I would eat cheese before bed for free.
Are you sure? Me personally, I'd probably be sick even in the first week of doing that.
Oh well, I guess we'll have to agree to disagree. Next up is weather with Henry Stosher. Henry, take it away.
Thanks, Parker. As for today, seeing a high of 54 degrees with a low of 29 degrees. With wind speeds being southwest 16 miles per hour. It may be a good idea to wear a jacket of some sort to keep yourself from freezing out there. Next up is our weekend forecast, because everyone looks forward to the weekend, am I right? This weekend we'll be seeing a huge range of temps, all the way from low 60s to all the way down to the mid 20s. Wind speeds will be coming at 14 miles per hour from the southwest on Saturday and east on Sunday. All in all, it's going to be a pretty enjoyable weekend, although we'll still be seeing some snow on the ground. Next up is our 7-day forecast. All that I've said for Friday and this weekend stays the same, go figure, but our next week shows some surprises. Yes, you're seeing that right. We have another chance of snow. On Monday, it'll be overcast with a 20% chance of snow, but on Tuesday and Wednesday, we have a 35 and a 30% chance of snow. Heck, looks like on Thursday, we've got a 20% chance of snow as well. With this cold front, we'll be having respectively cold temperatures with a high 30s all the way through Wednesday, with Thursday coming up to a more pleasant 46 degrees. Lows will still be in those pesky lows 20s, but if I'm looking at this correctly, that's a 19 on Wednesday. Winds will similar to the past couple days, as we'll be seeing a 15 miles per hour from the east northeast on Monday, 12 miles per hour on the east northeast on Tuesday, no wind whatsoever on Wednesday, and 15 miles per hour from the west northwest on Thursday. Calling this week chilly is an understatement. It's going to be a crazy one, folks. But hey, speaking of snow, I bet we've had other students all over our district last week building snowmen. But on Whiteside Elementary, these Warrior students took it further. They created a fort on elementary campus. Yes, the Warrior Fort had a main entrance, even a snow TV. Hey, even Warriors need R&R every once in a while. Let's check it out.
This is supposed to be a fort. Chairs, and then we made the entrance is over there, and yeah.
How long did it take you to build it?
I'd say 3 hours, maybe.
At least?
Yeah, at least.
Great stuff there. And guys, that looked like an impressive fort. I bet they spent tons of time on it.
I bet they did. And I want to thank Carson Wood for capturing that.
Yeah, he had to brave the cold for that awesome footage.
He sure did. And like you said, there's a chance for more?
Oh yeah, there's a 35% chance on Tuesday, a 30% chance on Wednesday, and a 20% chance on Thursday. So we might see more snow in the coming week.
Wow, thanks Henry. And still to come up on this edition of Real to Real, we keep it real with Mr. Ward.
But first, we head over to the Sports Connection with Jared Owens, as the Monterey Ladies Plainsmen did something super special, and she's only a sophomore.
You won't want to miss that on the 20th edition of Real to Real.
The following was pulled from the LISD TV archives.
It's our job to educate the first-year students on how to be journalists. It's kind of like our training camp.
In 3, 2, 1.
Read those scripts. Read those scripts. I see you back there. Read those scripts. Read those scripts. Get that blood flowing. Think scripts. Think scripts. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2. Type those stories. Type those stories. Check those sources. Check those sources.
Anything to do our jobs better, we're all for it.
Give me energy. Give me energy.
All right, Emma, your package is coming on in 3, 2, 1. Emma, what are you doing?
I can't do this.
We're in the middle of a show.
Hey, what's going on? Emma, are you okay?
Emma has a little bit of, oh, what's the word? I guess you can call it video fright.
All right, now everybody, we're gonna watch our action edit, and going first will be Emma.
There she goes.
Emma, where you at, Emma? Emma? She can't be in the fridge, right? No? All right, I've searched everywhere. She's gotta be in the studio. Emma, where you at? The shoes. It's gotta be Emma. Emma, you can't hide. Come on. You make awesome videos. Come on, you make awesome videos.
Please don't make me watch it, Mr. Ward. I can't understand it. She has some of the best videos we've ever seen.
Back to Real to Real. My name is Jared Owens, and I'm here with your Sports Connection. Kobe Bryant once said, "Great things come from hard work and perseverance. No excuses." Last week, Monterey's one and only Aaliyah Chavez takes a crossover into breaking the Lady Plainsman scoring record. Now that has to be a slam dunk success for her and her whole team. Staying with the hoops, Coronado High School's Janaylee Cooper has reached 1,000 career points. Wow. We want to say congratulations to Janaylee for this huge accomplishment, and we wish her and the Mustangs the best for the rest of the season. And keeping it with the Stangs, they are a finalist for a prestigious academic award, as the THSCA, or the Texas High School Coaches Association, announced that Coronado was one of the finalists for the National Football Foundation's National High School Academic Excellence Award. That's a tongue twist, but it's a big deal. And that's because this national award honors high school teams that maintain a 3.0 GPA or above throughout the regular football season. Going over to the hardwood, we are getting into the final weeks of the regular season for basketball. And so, how are our teams standing? Of course, ladies go first. The Estacado Lady Mats are in second place, just one game back of the Levelland Loboettes. In the 5A ranks, number 1 ranked Monterey sits at the top spot after defeating Lubbock Cooper, but they are still tied. Coronado and Lubbock High follow in 3 and 4 spots. To the guys we go, and we start with Estacado. The Matadors are 4-0 and continue to do great things under head coach Tony Wagner. And then in the 5A ranks, Monterey looks to be the team to beat. Their fast-paced play has led them to a 7-0 record in district, while Coronado sits in 3rd. And of course, that is the perfect transition to our basketball schedule because we are getting down to our final games. As you can see, we are down to our final 4 broadcasts as Abilene High visits Lubbock High. We will bring you that game on Fox 34 News Now, and then on Tuesday we head over to Estacado to see them take on Lakeview, and we wrap up the schedule with 2 more games on Fox 34 News Now. So guys, as you can tell, we're almost done with the season, which, if our audience hasn't tuned in for the broadcast, the time is now because we are almost done and our teams are really good.
That is so true. We put on a lot of work on these productions, so they are worth watching.
Yes, they are. Thanks, Jared. And still to come on this edition of Real to Real, we're keeping it real with Mr. Ward.
I hear he has a cool short film this week, and I can't wait to see it right after this commercial.
Hey man, thanks for letting me borrow your tie for the show.
No problem. Ooh, it's soaked.
Yeah, it was a struggle out there, Danae. I mispronounced so many names. And next up, we have, Abigail? Oh my gosh. Hey, do you have any extra dress shirts I can use for next show? This shirt's a little too wet. I don't know.
No.
Hey Sam, come check this out.
Yo, what's up, Julius? What's going on?
It's our new theme song for Real to Real.
Dude, I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Let's.
get it, Sam.
Oh, dude. Oh.
Get it.
Yeah. Yo, what's going on
We're
here?
listening to our
Busting
new
it
theme song
down,
for Real to
dude.
Real,
Yo,
bro.
can I join you?
Yeah, come on, get in, bro.
Come on. Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah,
Going live every week is physically and emotionally exhausting. And the last thing we want is going to talk to the media. But we're professionals, and we're willing to do our job.
You know, Jared takes everyone's lines, every show, and it doesn't matter if it was me or the last guy that did the show, whatever his name was. But it's like that every show with Jared. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, it's the greatest job in the world. That's what I tell you guys. But when I go home, I just shut down, sit in my chair, and just think, why didn't I steal all of his lines?
Hey yo, guess what day it is, huh? Come on, Sienna, guess what day it is?
Tie Tuesday.
No, Come on, Lily. You gotta know what day it is.
Game day?
What?
How happy are Lubbock ISD fans every time we take a broadcast?
I'd say happier than Mr. Ward on game day.
Game day, yeah! Welcome back to Real, only on Lubbock ISD TV. This week on Keeping It Real, I want to talk about taking initiative. You see, Victor Hugo once said, initiative is doing the right thing without being told. This past week, I had a standout student, a couple of them, take initiative. Caleb Galbraith and Emma Feist, as we are now 3 weeks out from competition. They asked me for a prompt, a line of dialogue, a prop, and a cinematic inspiration for their practice run at Digital Cinema Production. You see, at competition, and really depending on the competition, they have 30 hours to produce a high-level short film. And what you're about to see took less than a day, less than 24 hours. Let's take a look at a student-produced short film called Vacant.
I can't remember exactly when or why, but things have been going really wrong. I felt like all at once the world was betting against me. I guess it began with the voicemail.
All of your weight, it falls on me, it brings me down. I can't do this anymore. Goodbye.
And I thought things could only get better from there. But then my brother and all his friends moved off to college.
You're gonna be fine with that, man. I love you.
My birthday rolled around, and I guess I hadn't realized that I had no real friends left. Then I tripped over my shoelaces and ran out of Nutella. I got toothpaste everywhere. And gum on my shoes. Hit my head. And then my bike had a flat tire. What's the point anymore?
Caleb. Caleb. Caleb!
What?
I asked if you were okay.
I don't know. It just feels like my whole world is falling apart, and it's all my fault.
Honestly, that checks out. You're human. Most of the things are out of your hands. And you have to understand that everyone has bad days. It's just whether you learn to let those days define you or not.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Maybe you're right.
Wow, it's pretty good. I'm glad they took the initiative. And for my final quote of the day on Keeping It Real, Sheryl Sandberg once said, taking initiative pays off. It's hard to visualize someone as a leader if they're always waiting to be told what to do. Guys, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Ward. I feel motivated now.
I do too. But Joshua, sadly, we're all out of time for today's show.
Yes, we are. And as we wrap up the show, we would like to say thank you for watching.
And as always, we hope you stay creative and confident.
See y'all next time.
Executive producer Taller Duravan. Pro presenter Sam Kunkel. Technical director Nevaeh Cairns. On audio Isaac Contreras. Your reel-to-reel anchors at the desk Parker Haggard and Joshua Baca. Sports with Jared Owens. Weather with Henry Stoser. And Trending Now with Dominic Martinez. On Cam 1, we have Julius Ganelli. Cam 2, Angel Boyd. and your voice of reel to reel, Gary Regner.